Hi, Barbies. Hi, Kens. Hi, cuties. Hey, yo. How we doing? Albie. Albie's duck assing. Albie's already duck assing. Yo, we're cammed up. Ugh. Hold on. Get comfy here. We're cammed up, bitches. We're cammed up. Happy Thursday? Thursday. I thought Thursday sounded right. I thought Thursday seemed about right. How you doing, Albie? How you doing? I know. We're streaming over burn. Oh my god. That's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. You know why? Because we're chilling. Because we're chilling. And you know what we're going to do at the end of stream? We're going to give Burn a big old raid. Big old raid. Raid his booty. Raid him up. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my hand lotion on here. Gotta stay moisturized, you know? It's cold outside. It's important to stay moisturized now. You know? You know. So, cuties. I don't know who did it. Okay, I don't know who did it. If you'd like to come forward, please do. If you don't want to, that's fine. Somebody gifted offline subs. And it doesn't tell me on my activity feed. It just says your sub goal was completed. You're 50% of the way. You're 25% of the way. So, whoever you were, 4 offline subs later, I mean, hey, we're back up to 8 subs. Thank you. Thank you, whoever you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Wasn't you? I mean, you could always say it was, you know? You could take that. You could take that and run with it, King. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. What is it? Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. Made it all the way to the cat cam stream. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we do that, let me... Just like this. This is okay? This is good. Yes, this is good. Okay. We do a sleigh check. Sleigh check. These one, they don't show up right on camera, but they're really pretty. They're like the cat's eye type shit. Sleigh. Period. Period, King. Period, King. Okay, what was I doing? This. Yes. Okay, so we're 4 out of 3 now. So we're doing a cat cam stream. The cat cam stream, also my thing was way down. Sorry if I got way louder all of a sudden. My microphone thing wasn't on right. Should be good now. Should be good now. Okay. 4 out of 3 new subs. Cat cam stream incoming. I'll tell Ike. I'll tell Ike to get his sweet little face ready for y'all, okay? So, what I want to do first is go over the sub stuff. Okay, so we hit the cat cam goal. Y'all are getting a cat cam stream soon, TM. Now let me get in here real quick. That's what she said. I want to go over. Okay, Twitch has a new thing going on right now. Okay, starting on the 18th, it was from 11:18 to 12:02. Any new sub or gift sub gets 3 months of Discord Nitro. 3 bonus months? I don't know what that means. I think that just means 3 months. I'm pretty sure. Surely. Right? Surely? Oh, that's right. You can level up and get the best things. Oh, if you redeemed it last year, you won't be eligible this year? What? So how does it work? You sub to a streamer. Oh, and then they send you a code. And then you redeem it in Discord. Frequently asked questions. Do I have to... Wait, my question would be, do I already have to have Nitro? And then it's 3 more months? Or does it just give me a Nitro? Your Nitro subscription will automatically renew at the standard monthly price unless you cancel before the end of your trial. Oh, freaking. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. If you don't fucking cancel it, there it is. That's how they're gonna get you. However, that is still a pretty good deal. So let's set this up real quick. I'm gonna let you guys watch me do a little live editing on the stream. Whoa. Can she do that? Yes. Jarvis, remind me to cancel in 85 days. Bet. Okay, so we're going to do Nightbot. I need Nightbot. Watch me live edit the stream. Watch me live edit. Okay, Nightbot. Hey. Why isn't it Google search? Go away, history. Go away, history. Nightbot. Okay, Nightbot. Dashboard. Okay. Also, Albie, you have been kicked out. Cocked out. Hello. Whoa. Whoa. Kicked out. Jazzy took your place as top chatter. You've been cocked out, bro. You've been cocked out by Jazzy. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so let's do, should we set it as a timer? Let's see, we'll do it as a command. That way it's not like seeing it so often. Okay, so new command. Jazzy! We were just talking about how you cocked out Albie as my top chatter. Look, you cocked him right out. Look at that. That's my girl right there. That's my wifey. This is the wifey. Wifey's only. Okay. How are you, my sweet Jazzy? Adore you. Adore you, adore you, adore you. Okay, new command. The command will be ! Subs. Ayo. Any new gift sub gets 3. Let me see. Okay, so there's that part of it. What else should we say? Yeah, then, okay, I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. What do you get if you go live too? You get the satisfaction of knowing that you did the damn thing, you know? That's what you get, King Crexos. Welcome in. How you doing, King? Fuck it. I want everyone who's hearing this to go live right now. Everybody go live right now. Subs, doms, a. Okay, so there's that. So we'll go ahead and create that. Okay, so let's test it. Did it work okay? Oops. If I can spell correctly, it might. Sweet. Okay. Got it. Nailed it. God, I'm a bit of a stweemo. Okay, so then we go to our creator dashboard. And we want to do stream manager. Okay. I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you right now. Oh God, it's streamception. Goals. Okay, since you guys hit the cat cam goal, we'll go ahead and end that goal, baby. Period. Again, whoever did that, thank you. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you. Okay, new goal. Let's say 3 new subs again. And we'll go ahead and do this. Ah, dang, it needs to be short. Okay, short. Every sub equals 3 months nitro. Yeah. It has to be a new sub, though. I should probably specify that. Every new sub, terms and conditions apply unless you did it last year. Also, they're gonna, if you don't cancel it, they'll keep your subscription going. Surely, like, that's implied, right? Surely that's implied. All right. Start goal, baby. The new goal started. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Fucking period. And that's how you do it. And that's how you fucking do it. You know? You know? How much would you guys pay me to knock on Burn stream right now? Just kidding. We're not. I'm not gonna do it. That's cringe. That's cringe. Okay. Locking it in. There it is. There it is. Processed foreskin? Hello? Is it just me, or are the bots getting fucking weirder names? Hello? Processed foreskin is crazy, though. Now I'm like picturing a foreskin. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You know what? Banned. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Take your weird ass username with you. I'm not about that life. Okay? I'm not about that life. Okay. Oh, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Hold. I need my coffee, man. Let your girl get a sip. You know what I'm saying? Don't process foreskin, choose free range organic foreskin. That's right. That's right. The kind they raise in the wild on those foreskin farms type shit. Someday we'll do a stream about how actually insane circumcision is and how shouldn't do it. Someday. Today, not that day. Today is not that day. Could be, but it's not. All right? I know you're excited. Spotify open. All right, here's what I wanted to do today, cuties. Now, this might be a little bit shorter of a stream. Okay, a little bit shorter of a stream, which is okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay. But the first thing I wanted to do, there was some movie trailers that I wanted to watch. As we all know, your girl loves the movie trailers, all right? Your girl loves the movie trailers. So let's do this. Jarvis, go ahead and pause that music. Thank you so much. Movie trailers. Here we go. Okay. First movie trailer that we will be watching here. Now, this is called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, aka me every time I push start streaming, right? Am I right? Sam Rockwell. Now, I like Sam Rockwell. Okay? He's been around for like ever since like when he was making movies when I was a kid. I remember seeing him in Charlie's Angels. You guys remember him in Charlie's Angels? He does like the dancing scene. He's like the bad guy. I think he's a good actor. I like watching him. What was he also in? Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He was hella funny in that movie too. So this is his new movie coming out. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Jarvis, go ahead and hit that shit. Oh.
Hey! This isn't a robbery!
Oh.
I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong.
Oh, shit. Little time travel moment?
I come from a future which is totally and completely fucked. And I'm here to set it right.
Are any of you even listening to me?
Is it AI future?
Bro, fuck you two. I come from a nightmare apocalypse. This is the height of fucking fashion.
What we're dealing with doesn't interface with reality.
That's John Leguizamo. Whoa, The Ring, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Rango? Okay, that's kind of a stacked line. Like, that's a... Okay. Okay.
AI? Isn't that a thing already?
It gets a lot worse, honey.
Monka. No, it's
Who's
too scary.
joining me? Who's ready to save the future? The revolution begins tonight!
Oh, shit. Gotta fight the AI. True.
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
Oh, he said that. He said the thing. Said the thing.
sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
Okay, wait. That looks good. That looks good as hell. What? What was that? What was that? Yo, I want to see this movie. Yes. Put that one on the list, y'all. I definitely want to see that. Hell yeah. A nice little AI apocalypse thriller. I could dig it. I could dig it. I love a good apocalypse movie. I do. The AI thing is it's a little too real though. It's a little too real, okay? Little too real. I don't know if I want it. But hey. Oh God. Okay, they released this trailer. Hey! 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 Hey, hey. Hey, hey. How you doing, cutie patootie? Welcome in. Next trailer is like, I feel like we have to watch it, you know? I feel like we have to watch it, but like, I don't want to watch it. I feel obligated, like, I don't know. Listen, Disney makes some choices sometimes, especially with their live action stuff. And a lot of times it sucks. So let's check out the trailer drop for Moana. Okay? Moana. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, I watched a little bit of this trailer already. I saw it like on TikTok. It looks fucking AI generated. Like, I don't know if my brain is just broken now. And I think everything's just AI, but like it looked. Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it. No, they didn't release this one already. No, this one's a big deal because The Rock is actually playing. Oh, I forget his character's name. Not Laufey. Maybe it is Laufey actually. He's the yeah. He's the god person, and yeah, I don't know. Oh, Disney. I liked Moana, though. The animated one. Conch shell? I want a conch shell so bad. I know, Jazzy, right? Like, I'm so done. I mean, I could dig like the Hawaiian side of all this, but this song isn't good. July? I'm good. I'm good. That doesn't even feel like a real trailer, but it's from Disney. Like, that's the actual trailer. 7 million views. Skip. Just wait till we get the live action Zootopia with real animated. Huh? Huh? Wait. What is this comment? Gotta give credit to Disney for leaving the comments open on this one. Oh my God. The trailer makes me want to sit on my TV and look at my couch. Holy shit. Disney is getting absolutely fucked on these comments. Walt Disney is spinning so fast in his grave, you could power Hollywood for the next 1,000 years with the kinetic energy. Holy shit. ChatGPT, make me a live action trailer for Moana. Yeah. Yup. Boo. Skip. All right, let's just move on. Let's just move on. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I like that the comments are on point though. At least people are holding it down out there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, last movie trailer. Guys, we have a new Skaz God. New Skarsgård film dropped. This is Bill Skarsgård, not Alexander Skarsgård, but still, we like Bill Skarsgård too. Yeah, he Pennywise, right? Bill Skarsgård, he's fine as hell. New movie, Dead Man's Wire. I know nothing about this except for that Skarsgård is in it. So
It's on air.
No, but it's being recorded.
Talk to me.
I'm not a rich man. I'm a poor man. And that never bothered me.
Skarsgård rocking the
These people
stash.
betrayed me. These people that lure in common folk, give them a taste
He's
of
so
the American
fun.
dream, and then spit them right out.
I hear you, Tony.
I'm a man that's fighting for everything that he owns, sir.
Doing everything in his fucking life to cover up that Swedish accent.
To be intimidated or humiliated by anyone.
Carrie,
I want a written agreement. I want my debt forgiven. I want an apology.
Al Pacino. What is this?
And I want to walk out of here a free man.
Get him, Skarsgård. He's doing a bank robbery. Dead Man's Wire. Okay. You know what? I'll say this about that trailer. I have no idea what's going on. And, like, I like that in a trailer sometimes. Okay? Just give me the vibe and the cast and, like, the general vibe. Okay? I don't need... I think I've said this before. I don't need a trailer that, like, gives me fucking... What? That was a trailer coming soon? So that was, like, a trailer for the trailer... I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. You can't even watch a trailer because it's a trailer for the trailer. And that trailer's probably AI, so you don't want that trailer because it's not even a real trailer. It's a trailer announcement for the trailer. I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it all. I swear to God. I can't. I can't. Oh, my sweet baby gentle Jesus. I think the Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die movie, the first one we watched, that one looks the best out of all those that we watched. But, like, can we just stop with the whole fucking, oh, a trailer for your trailer. Hey, bro, I heard you like, I heard you like trailers. You know, I heard you like trailers, so I got you this trailer for your trailer. Yikes. Yikes. I need coffee after that. We are a little bit in the movie drought right now. That happens around this time of year. But then we'll be getting into Oscar season, which is when a lot of times studios will try to pump out their bigger movies right before award season. You know, I don't know. I heckin' love movies. I do. I've always enjoyed films. So there's our trailers. That's all I got for right now on the trailers. We'll see. I'll keep my eye out. See if I see anything else that looks mildly interesting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Next segment. There's a video here that Mr. Albiwar himself recommended. It's been sitting on my watch thing for a second, and I think I'm finally ready. I think I'm finally ready to check it out. Okay, we'll do a little react moment here. Okay, Jarvis, this is a banger song, but go ahead and pause music for me. Thank you so much. This video is called Why Lord of the Rings Architecture Isn't Just Fantasy, It's a Warning. Concerned. But I want to find out. Also, Mother, Elf Mother. So why Lord of the Rings architecture isn't just fantasy, it's a warning. I have no idea what that could. Let's find out in RP. Everybody get comfy. We do a little react time here.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit.
Oh my God, that's like, in a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Okay, for those of you who don't know, that's the opening line of the book, The Hobbit. And that was my favorite book when I was little. I would always make my dad read that book to me. My favorite part was Bilbo and Gollum having the war of like what do you call it? Battle of Wits. And then also Smog, anything with the dragon, I thought was totally badass. Man, that takes me right back. Yo, I should reread The Hobbit soon. Oh, should I read The Hobbit on stream? That could be a thing. When you started reading LOTR, you started with similar. Oh, wow. So you started like chronologically accurate. Man, I'm not going to lie. The Lord of the Rings books, hard to get through. Hard to get through. Those are some thick stacks, and they they go. I definitely like the book The Hobbit, phenomenal. The book Lord of the Rings, good. Enjoy the film so much more. The Hobbit movies, You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, nor
That's right.
a dry, bare, sandy hole.
And my sorry
was-
guys, and my dad actually based a lot of the architecture in because he built right like a cabin up in the fucking woods. He actually built a little cabin, and a lot of the architecture, like he has a lot of beams arched type things he took from, you know, like the Hobbit, like hobbits, you know. And he always talked about doing another house and like digging it like into a hillside and making an actual hobbit home. Thick tomes. Hey, what that tome do? You know what I'm saying? Enjoying. Yo. Welcome in, cutie. How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
A hobbit hole.
Welcome in.
And that means comfort.
Yes, it
The
does.
word hobbit comes from Old English, hole and bitla.
Okay, I did
hole
not know
builder.
that.
And this
Oh!
idea of building into the earth instead of on top of it, that became their whole identity.
Period.
I always felt like the thing that makes Middle-earth so real is that the architecture, it mirrors the psychology of the people.
She's so right.
Each hall, arch, detail, it
She's in the
reveals
movie.
fears and values of that race. So in that sense, it's peak architecture.
True.
I didn't really realize it back then, but Lord of the Rings was the only DVD that I had growing up. So I watched.
Oh, girl, that's fine. That's fine. If The Lord of the Rings is the only DVD you have, that's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Friar Tuck! Yo, queen. How's it go? Oh, ad. Sag.
Like a lot. And looking
not have been
back,
a pre-roll.
this
I'd have
is
disabled
actually what
that
got me
shit.
into architecture.
In our world, buildings are often shaped by economics, their products and investments.
Ew.
But in Middle-earth, the architecture, it's almost a direct extension of these races.
Ah.
Hobbits hide from the world. Elves try to live in harmony with it. Dwarves carve straight through it. But when I started reading
They
the
do,
books, I realized
Ad is
Tolkien
over? Hell
doesn't-
yeah. Well, welcome in, queen. I hope you are doing swell. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Rock and stone.
actually describe the buildings that much. He gives us feelings and atmospheres. So most of what we see in the films, that's Alan Lee. He took these feelings and gave it form. But it's not pure fantasy either. A lot of it is grounded in real architecture. And by doing this, I think he actually added meaning to it.
I could see
I'm
it.
watching it now through the eyes of an architect. I started to see things that I didn't quite catch as a kid. These aren't
Oh,
just
lay it on me.
fictional cities. They're reflections on a worldview. And for Tolkien,
So true.
it's a world that he feared was coming.
Oh. War.
So let's start with the hobbits and
Bet.
hobbit holes. Because
I
the
would
first
hella
thing you
live in a
notice
hobbit
is
hole.
the circular shape,
Leave
which
me in
is,
my hole.
first of all, totally practical because it spreads out the weight of the earth evenly. It's the same logic of
have
ancient
work to
sewers
do?
or
So
coal
brave.
shafts, and you can see it even in traditional settlements all over the world. But it also taps into this human instinct to burrow into the earth for warmth and protection, and this
True.
comfort of
just
being
wanna
held by the
burrow.
land. Psychologists call this prospect and refuge, We feel safest with shelter at our backs and a clear view up front.
True.
Apparently that's why we push our beds into corners facing the door. And we
Oh my God. Okay, am I a psychopath if I don't have my bed in the corner? I used to always sleep with my bed in a corner, and now I have it like just, I mean, the head is against the wall, but like I have space on either side to get up. It's not like all the way in a corner like it used to be. I feel like I moved on from that.
Tendency to carve out little nooks when we're in open spaces. Tolkien probably never thought about the neuroscience, but he definitely understood the emotional power of a good hole.
He understood a good hole, guys. He understood a good hole, okay? Don't worry about it, Jazzy. Don't worry about it. He just understood the value of a good hole. Could never have your bed in the center of the room like some sort of palace chamber. It's not like a palace chamber. It's just like, I want to be able to get up on either side, you know? Or if like, or also for like, you know, for me, it's like, with my back and shit, like sometimes like if I need help getting out of bed, like gotta be able to get in on the other side and shit. Stupid shit like that. Ugh. No admittance except on
And the
potty
hole
business.
of all holes is Bag End.
Hey, yo, the hole of all holes. Okay.
Of Bilbo Baggins, who's the richest hobbit of all.
He is.
But the thing is, Bag End probably doesn't need to be round, because it's perched on top of a hill, so there's not a whole lot of weight pressing down. So the shape, it's more of a flex than anything.
Bilbo's just flexing
According
his
to
dragon
Tolkien,
money.
The poorest hobbits lived in burrows of the most primitive kind, with only one window or none. But Bilbo's house has multiple entrances.
Yo,
and
Bilbo,
big
you gotta relax. What is this? God damn. I don't think I've ever seen Bilbo's place. I don't think I've ever seen Bag End laid out like this. Yo, I want to live in a fucking hobbit hole, man.
windows
A rich
and
one,
rooms big
you
enough
know?
for a wizard.
Dragon money.
Just look at these details. This curved paneling and the wainscoting and these turned wood columns.
Yes,
They
the
all
wainscoting.
require the hands of a skilled craftsman. So Bag End is really more in line with a country estate and
Oh.
comfort, elevated to
My country
quiet
estate
wealth.
hole.
It's essentially cottagecore, this romanticization of the simple life and handcrafted woodwork and hand-woven fabrics. But behind that
yeah, a
simplicity,
lot of people like to like romanticize like that simple life, and don't get me wrong, like as someone who grew up in that life, there is a lot of great things about it, but also like it is so nice to be able to just turn on the shower and have the water get hot. And y'all don't know until you don't have it. Like it's like I remember my first time living in a place with electricity where I could just turn on a light switch and being like, damn, that hits good. Like, are you telling me I can just turn on this light switch and take a hot shower? You telling me when you need to pee in the only toilet outside and it's freezing? Have I ever told you guys about the double seater outhouse my dad built? So he said it was for him and my mom. This was before I was born. He said he built a 2-seater outhouse up on the mountain for him and my mom so that they could spend time together. And it had two seats in that outhouse. And I remember later in life asking my mom, like, Mom, was that never like a little bit of a red flag for you? She's like, I never used it. I never went in there like with him. And I was just like, oh, okay.
is the quiet luxury of time and skill and land.
second industrial revolution. Oh god.
It also draws
Kitty.
straight from the arts and crafts movement, which was this reaction or rebellion against this wave of mass production in the late 19th century. Morris and Ruskin argued that factories were stripping away the dignity of craft and severing people from the joy of making things by hand. They even called it a moral crisis and a threat to what it means to be human. So maybe the design of a hobbit hole, it's not just an aesthetic or even a practical choice, but a quiet form of resistance. Tolkien says the hobbits, they do not and did not
understand or like machines more complicated than a forge bellows, a water mill, or a hand loom, though they were skillful with tools.
So maybe it was a stance.
They were stanced up.
A tiny, but a deliberate stance against the machine.
Based. Based. Oh my god,
but
look at that
DNA
house.
Of a hobbit hole comes from real-world earth homes. Nordic sod houses,
goals.
where thick layers of turf are piled onto these low, rounded frames.
Just
made
with,
of
you know, heating and hot water and electricity type shit. Breakfast against the machine.
driftwood or birch. So during the cold seasons, they trap the heat while evenly distributing the weight of the snow. And by hugging the ground, they also resist the harsh Nordic winds. And just like a hobbit hole, this kind of vernacular architecture isn't designed by a famous architect, but it's shaped by the climate and culture.
Oh my god,
and the
look at how
quiet
stunning
genius
that is. They don't make them
of
like
local
that anymore.
materials. But the inspiration for the Shire actually comes from Tolkien's childhood home, a little village in England called Sarehole. He said it was kind of a lost paradise. There was an old mill that really did grind corn, and a great big pond with swans on it, and a sand pit, and a wonderful dell with flowers.
Wait,
and a
I'm
few
sorry, a
old-fashioned
sand pit?
village houses, and further away, a stream with
What if I
another
don't-
mill.
I don't
But
want a
then
sand pit.
came Birmingham, bringing steelworks and railways and blast furnaces, and eventually it swallowed Sarehole.
Oh.
So maybe the
sad.
Shire was his answer and his final defense against the machine.
Rage
But
against the
even so,
machine, baby.
In the final chapters of The Lord of the Rings, in the Scouring of the Shire, he rips away this illusion of safety. When the hobbits return from their journey, they find their home razed to the ground, and their friends are enslaved by the orcs. Sam actually says...
something they don't show in the movies, by the way. Something they don't show in the movies. Skipped. A sound pit? You were playing on a clay pile? They had piles of clay?
This is worse than Mordor. Much worse in a way. Because it comes home to you. And because it is home. And you remember it before it was all ruined. Maybe it was
Where?
Tolkien's way of showing us even this last green place can fall. And maybe the only true fantasy is thinking they're gonna be safe forever. But there was a place in Middle Earth where this green place resisted.
Rivendell! Catch me
Their
in
house
Rivendell.
was a perfect house. Whether you liked food or
Just a
sleep,
random clay
or
pile,
storytelling, or singing, or just sitting and thinking best. This is how Tolkien describes
pretty.
Rivendell.
I
Rather than
love it.
talking
Look at
about
that.
specific architectural details, he
Cinema.
describes the elven realms with more of a feeling. But for me, watching these movies as a kid, the elven realms, like Rivendell and Lothlorien, were the most magical and most memorable parts of the whole thing. And I think it was
They
the
did nail
first
it.
time I actually felt beauty. And the films are largely based on the concept of Alan Lee, who translates these feelings of timelessness and ephemerality and hidden beauty into built form. And he creates this world that's in perfect harmony with nature.
That could be us, but we do capitalism, I guess. Could all just be living in perfect harmony with nature, but no. Let's do a capitalism instead. Sausage.
Which is why he does go into great detail to describe one particular tree. He says, Lothlorien is beautiful, because there the trees were loved. And there are no trees like the trees of that land. And by trees,
I used to write, when I used to write my LOTR fan fiction, I would make myself from Lothlorien, like from the woods, you know? Yeah, I was, you know, a hot elf from Lothlorien, and Aragorn liked that shit, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Aragorn, call me.
About the great Malorn trees. First of all, these Malorn trees were massive.
Ooh.
The tallest was about 200 feet in Lothlorien, but in Numenor, they can get to almost 600 feet high.
That's a
and
big
the
tweet.
leaves, they're broad and beech-like, with deep green on top and silver underneath. So when the wind blows, the canopy shimmers like 1,000 small mirrors. In the fall, they turn into this beautiful gold, and they stay like this all winter. Only in the spring they start to fall, and it creates this blanket of gold on the forest floor.
No wonder I set
And
myself
almost
up to live
immediately,
there.
the tree starts to bloom, these fresh green buds. And it creates this double canopy of past and future.
Oh, damn.
And it's actually this cycle that gives Lothlorien the name the Golden Wood.
Hey, yo.
They're also
what you know about that golden wood
used to wrap lambus breads. And Tolkien went into such...
Oh, okay. Okay. Bet. Lore drop?
Great depths to describe these trees.
It's not, hey, now listen, it's not often you can drop me some LOTR lore that I don't know, so. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Are the core of the lives of the elves. In fact, the entire city of Galadriel is literally suspended on these trees.
I would also live there.
Calls flets. Flets are these wide platforms that are made by lashing branches together.
I would need
and
an elevator
down
though.
Wooden planks, which are woven around the trunk instead of nailed through it. But a tree doesn't stand still. So what happens when it grows? Or if the branches sway in the wind? I know it's a fantasy, but how would you build an entire city that grows with a forest?
Magic. Witchcraft.
These are root bridges in India. The villagers carefully guide the aerial fig roots across the rivers, weaving and pruning them for decades. And it becomes a kind of a living structure that can flex with the seasons. And they can repair themselves, and it can grow stronger year after year.
Humans are doing it wrong. I'm sorry. Like westernized, industrialized culture doing it wrong. Doing it wrong. I'm telling you, man. Doing it wrong.
Eventually becomes strong enough to endure the heaviest monsoons. But of course, in Lothlorien, the structures are suspended off these trees. So they might actually have ways to tighten or loosen the supports as the trunk expands.
I mean,
using
okay, girl, like, I get it. But, like, also elves can do magic. So, you know, it also might just be the elves doing some magic. Perhaps, okay?
Or lashings made of rope. Nothing like a rigid steel beam, because it could crack the tree when it grows. Just ask the tree to grow around it, please, Mr. Tree. Only structures that can bend or shift. So what you get, it's a city that feels like a dream. Light trickling down through the golden leaves, and halls and walkways that hover above the forest floor.
Trickling down
it's an
your
entire
holes.
city that never touches the ground.
I saw Aragorn, guys.
You don't need the entire fellowship to do a hobbit hole or a dwarven cave. You can do it alone using Twinmotion, who's also the sponsor of today's video. Twinmotion is one of the easiest visualization tools you can learn. Everything is drag and drop. You can paint the grass or establish animations or panoramas, and you can share with a simple cast. If you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description.
Boom. We did a little skippy poo.
The first time I experienced this weightlessness in a real building is in Sagrada Familia. I just remember thinking, this feels like a forest, frozen in stone. And the ceiling reminded me of the sky and the sun.
And one of the big reasons I would want to go to Europe, straight up, is just like the architecture, man. There are some stunning buildings over across the pond that we just do not have here in the States. You know?
And the stars all at the same time. Just kidding. The first thing I thought was, wow, this looks like it was built by elves.
Nerds.
And
I love it.
I think it's because Gaudi was obsessed with nature.
Whoa.
His columns don't just look like trees, they behave like them. They distribute weight just like a real tree. Or, to find the perfect arch for the cathedral, he borrowed from spider webs and hung a series of chains in tension, and then flipped it to create a structure that's in compression. So instead of just copying nature shapes, he studied the logic and he reverse engineered it. And
Whoa. Okay.
the result is a space that's made of rigid materials like stone and concrete, but it feels weightless and organic.
Look what humans used to accomplish. Look what humans used to accomplish. And look at us now. Look at us now and look at what we used to accomplish, man.
The elves would approve. Because they also didn't build to just look like nature. They built with nature's own principles, using both organic and modern materials.
I see him.
And to create elven architecture, Alan Lee borrowed from a style called Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau.
Which was this celebration of nature, using flowing, organic lines.
Ooh, I like it.
It became popular in France and Belgium in the late 19th century,
Belgium
shortly after the arts and crafts movement. And it was
just 100 years ago. Man, industrialization like killed us as a species, killed all our creativity as a species. I swear to fucking God. Like, no, really.
Another rebellion against the industrial age. This time, not so much in the loss of craft, but in the loss of beauty. And I think there's no better defining icon of this than the Eiffel Tower, which went up in 1889. This thing of pure iron, no cladding, no ornament, just a skeleton that really flaunted the possibilities of mass-produced steel.
Wow.
Around that time, a new method called the Bessemer process made steel cheap and modular and repeatable. And the Eiffel Tower became a...
So the Eiffel Tower was like the first big metal structure to really go up. Was it just like a hashtag? Is the Eiffel Tower just a hashtag ad for fucking goddamn steel? Did they build the Eiffel Tower just to adge it?
Symbol of industrial power. Some loved it, but lots of people hated it.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have been a fan.
The architect Charles Garnier famously said, "Paris must not be made into a factory."
Period.
So that sparked the rise of Art Nouveau, which actually didn't reject these new materials, but they bent it. Iron twisted like vines, staircases curled like flowers.
Oh, that's so
stone
pretty.
Flowed like trees. Same material, but very different statement. The hand still matters. And nature is reintroduced through the machine. You see the same logic in Lee's drawings of Rivendell.
An engineering flex, that makes sense too.
Barge boards that twist like branches, or bridges that slip between waterfalls. And this leaf-like
maybe it was
filigree
just so France could feel like they had a real big peepee, you know? You know? Kind of like with the Empire State Building. I think it's all phallic, right? At the end of the day, isn't it just dudes comparing their dicks? Like, really? At the end of the day, isn't it just dudes comparing their dicks? Come on, man.
Woven into every rail. The elves shaped iron and stone, but they shape it in line with nature. The problem was that curves and vines.
Lots of things are phallic if
really
you squint.
scale.
True.
Because every curving
You're not
detail,
wrong.
in most cases, has to be bent or forged or carved
Get a little curvature
by
there.
hand, by a skilled hand.
Period.
Art Nouveau wasn't necessarily against modern production, but it did end up taking a modern, repeatable material, and they made it kind of difficult. again, beautiful, but slow. And it was
Slow
just
is
too slow and
okay.
too expensive for a world that wanted speed and scale.
The
Now,
world
elven
used to
architecture
the world
is-
used to run slower. And I don't know if very many people realize that nowadays. Like, okay, like growing up on the mountain, time literally moves differently. I swear to God, okay? It does. When you are just living like no, obviously no cell phone, no clock, no, just like living off of the sun and what chores you have to do that day, and then the rest of the day you can just run around in the woods. Like, time literally moves different. Like, the days feel longer and more fulfilling, and you don't stay up, you don't lay awake in bed at night and fucking stress about fucking having to get up the next day. You know what I mean? Like, that's just something I so wish we could just all go back to, just like slow down a little bit. Like, everything is very fast paced nowadays. I mean, especially here in the States, fucking goddamn, like everyone's just like boom, 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 so fast. But that is one thing I miss about living up away from everything, is time really does move differently. It's insane.
actually really similar, but with one key difference. Time isn't a constraint. Mortal buildings have to be practical.
True.
They need to be built fast and used and replaced, all within a specific time frame. But elves, they can build slow and deliberate, and even
True. They have a lot of time.
Because they can take their time, and their architecture is meant to last forever. It's
Damn,
actually
true.
really interesting to think about. How would we build if time was not a constraint?
Whoa. Probably like way cooler shit, honestly. Your head is fat. What? Which? Never mind.
But what if you are immortal,
Okay,
but you
enjoying.
still want your
Okay,
architecture
enjoying.
to last forever? And that takes us to the dwarves, who, according to Tolkien, prized above all the work of their own hands.
True.
And they
Dwarves
were
be like
master
that.
craftsmen, and their works outlasted the ages. Now, when we were researching
Dwarven
this,
architecture
we
is pretty
found
sick,
this
though.
theory online that elves are Art Nouveau and dwarves are Art Deco.
Oh,
And
I can see
love
it.
this so much because while elves were out there hand carving
Baloney! Yo! What's up, cutie patootie? Adore you, Baloney. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Adore you.
leaves and their banisters.
I look
were
so slay today. Shut the fuck up. No, you. No, you. No, you, cutie. Oh my god, stop. Stop, stop, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Baloney gonna make me blush. Stop it now.
300 years. Dwarves were like cute.
Were
But
they?
have you tried chiseling a skyscraper into a mountain?
I have
Art
not.
Deco came just after the war, and you could say it was total industrial flex. Sleek lines.
Yeah,
bold
that's like
geometry.
oh my god, what's that movie? Metropolis. Metropolis is very Art Deco coded, right? Yes? Meant around like the same, like it's got the same vibe because it was written around the same time, I'm pretty sure. Type
mass
shit.
production, and just enough gold to remind you who's boss. It was the same pride in modern
Gold is
materials, but
stunning.
now stripped down to bold, repeatable geometry
Ugh.
that could rise higher.
Yeah, then you look at like our modern skyscrapers and it's just like, bro. You look stupid for building these compared to the old stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
faster and
You're
look
looking real silly right
monumental,
now, humanity.
which is exactly what you see in dwarven cities. Repetition, hard edges, rigid symmetry, and it's monumental. It's true. The
okay
similarity
when dwarves
is
do it, though, 'cause it's
uncanny,
cool.
but it's also inverted. Let me explain.
Elaborate,
A signature move in Art Deco skyscrapers are the setback, which is a function of
Oh.
zoning, but it's also a statement of ambition. A building that climbs layer by layer into the sky.
Oh.
But dwarven halls, they flip that logic, and it steps inward. Just look at the colonnades here in Moria. They nest deeper
She's
and
in
deeper,
Moria, guys.
almost pulling you into the mountain's core.
Holy.
It's the same visual rhythm, it's just inverted. And
Yo.
of course, that's because they carve into the mountain, and the mountain itself is the structure.
Okay. Fucking period.
Here's how Alan Lee put it. I didn't imagine for a minute that dwarves might live in scaled-down environments.
Right.
Their love for artifice and grand gestures meant
No, they went hard
were
in those
built
mountains.
on an epic scale, and they had a whole mountain to play with. So he gave their architecture a
Unfortunately,
geometric.
they dug too greedily and too deep. If you know, you know. You know? Don't go too greedy and get too deep now, guys. Okay? Don't do it. You're gonna want to get too greedy and dig too deep. Don't do it. Don't do it, all right?
Crystalline logic, like runes and gemstones that the dwarves were so obsessed with. Another example, Art Deco lobbies are all about light. They really glow with skylights and polished brass. But dwarven halls, they swallow the light. Alan Lee said, when he first read about Moria, he actually found it terrifying.
Yeah, I'd be a
Like
little
being
unnerved.
trapped in a ghost house as a kid, pitch black, but echoing with vast halls and bottomless depths.
Little scary.
Even
Little
if it
scary.
was really just the size of a shed. So he drew voids, huge empty spaces, where the sheer depth of this endless space is only revealed in torchlight,
Cinema.
where the shadow becomes a part of the architecture.
Guys, we need to watch Lord of the
It
Rings.
is interesting to think about the difference. The elves take iron.
You guys couldn't
and they
handle me.
make
You guys couldn't handle me watching Lord of the Rings. Listen, you guys couldn't handle me watching Lord of the Rings. Because first of all, if we're watching Lord of the Rings, we're doing the 4 hours extended version, right? Because if you do Lord of the Rings and you're not doing the extended edition, like, what are you fucking doing? Elf cosplay? Absolutely. Absolutely. I will go elf girl. You just said we're watching LOTR this Saturday? No, I mean, the only thing is those extended editions are long. I mean, no, it's too long. It's too long. I can't. That's what she said. Maybe we don't watch the extended edition. I can't not watch the extended edition. Oh, maybe I can. I mean, Aragorn is still beautiful. What? No, because wait, what? Stop. What movie? We were already talking about what we were going to watch this Saturday. What was it, Albie? Oh, fuck. We were talking about it last time I streamed. Shit. I completely spaced out. I can't remember at all. God damn it. I should have written it down. This is what happens when you don't write it down, Beebs. You know this.
look like nature, with vines and leaves and flowing forms.
Oh,
As if
somebody
they-
woke up. Hello. Did you wake up, my boy? You got some food here I put out for you and fresh water. Because mommy's streaming. Okay? You're very cute. That's my boy. He has woken from his slumber.
They were saying we were never here. Their architecture is quiet, and they blend into the forest.
I like
But
that.
the dwarves, they do the opposite.
Underworld?
They
down
carve
for
their
that,
presence
too.
into stone, deep and permanent.
And I don't
maybe
think we can handle the
it's
extended edition
because
on
the dwarves
Saturday
are
movie day,
mortal that
guys.
they
It's a
build with
long
such
movie.
force. Not to blend in, but to be remembered. Their buildings are a way for them to outlive death. A way
What
for
is
them
it with men have always had this I don't know how to call it, like this thing where they want to be like remembered. They want to live on through something. And I feel like I have just never had that. Like when I perish, I perish. Like I don't care if I don't like live on through my art or my work or my non-existent children type shit, you know, like I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of ego, honestly. Yeah, I feel that way too. If everyone forgets me, like that's fine. It's fine. Like I'm just a little blip on the fucking It's a way to combat fear of death, immortality project. Oh, that makes sense. So what you're saying is they're scared. I mean, I get it. Death is scary, right? Let me tell you something about death, Okay, let me tell you something about death real quick. When you die, one of two things is going to happen. Okay, one of two things. Either something will happen, okay, or nothing will happen. Either something's going to happen or nothing's going to happen. And you don't really have a lot of control over that. But what you do have control over is how you act here and now while you're here, okay? How you treat others, how you treat yourself. So, you know, I think it's very important to just do the best you can while you're here. And then, you know, why fear something? Don't try not to spend time fearing something that you don't really have. Like, either something's going to happen or nothing's going to happen. And if nothing's going to happen, I'm not going to care anyway because I'm nothing anyway, right? And if something happens, hopefully it'll be good because I've tried my best here. Well, I can, you know? I don't know. Thoughts? Maybe.
To
Maybe
fight
not.
impermanence with permanence.
A way to fight impermanence with permanence. Aw, they're just scared of dying. Fears and emotion can't make peace with logic. Damn. Emotions are fucking crazy. Emotions are fucking crazy. The best logic overriders that possibly exist. You know what I'm saying?
But the
God
thing
damn.
is, the dwarves actually aren't the most mortal race in Middle Earth. That
Oh?
would be men. Unlike the
Uh-oh.
dwarves.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Red alert.
They're here. They're here. Look out. They're here.
Who at least believe they're going to return at the end of their days. According to Tolkien, men are given the gift of Ilúvatar, a true kind of mortality. When they die, they leave the world entirely. No
Where do they
rebirth,
go?
No
Oh.
afterlife. They're just
Oh. They're just gone? Damn.
gone.
No wonder they're so scared.
In a world where an entire race carved themselves
But like, what
into
can
the
you do
bones
about
of
that, man?
mountains,
Nothing.
just so that they're not forgotten. You have to wonder what men would build, knowing
Remember
they're
me,
just gonna
chat.
be gone
Remember me.
forever. It's existential. It's tragic.
Aragorn.
And out of all
Oh,
the
that's not-
races, men
That's Denethor.
definitely need therapy the most. But races, men definitely need therapy the most. But all the races, men definitely need therapy the most. But that is way too much to unpack for today, which is why
True
we're
queen.
saving it for part 2.
Bet. Ah, life. Just chilling in the Shire,
There's a quote from
smoking some old
Tolkien that
Toby.
really stood out for me.
Period.
It was when he was talking about his childhood home, Sarahole. He said, I loved it
chill, bro.
with an intensity of love that was kind of a nostalgia reversed. I always knew it would go, and it did.
Oh, wow.
And that line really hit me. Because nostalgia is usually a longing for a place or a time after it's gone. But Tolkien...
Wait, but can't you be nostalgic for a place that's still there? Like, I get nostalgic as hell for the mountain. It's still there. Right? It doesn't have to be a place that's gone. Maybe gone for you from your life in the moment. Like, I'm not on the mountain right now in this moment, so technically it's gone for me, but it's still there. You know? Ike, I love you so much, bud. I specifically set you up so that when I was streaming, you'd be cool. Are you gonna be cool, my love? This guy.
He already felt nostalgic for it before it was gone, while he still had it. And I think it's because he knew deep down that this paradise that he loved so much, at some point, was gonna vanish.
Aware.
So he was already grieving the loss of a world that he knew wasn't gonna last. So
Why? You're spending time. It's hard. Emotions are fucking hard. Emotions are hard. No, it's true. Okay?
wonder if Middle Earth is
kind of a manifestation of a fear that Tolkien had his whole life. This fear of the machine. And through the story of these races, he, in a way, figured out a way to hold on to that lost paradise.
Wow. Okay, period.
So this is one of the books that we reference for this research.
Ooh.
A sketchbook by Alan Lee.
Oh, hell
Quite
yeah.
incredible. I would highly recommend it.
Bet.
And this is the 50th anniversary edition
Oh my
of
god,
The Hobbit.
it's beautiful.
And it is full of beautiful illustrations. If you guys are interested, I'll leave the link in the description.
So cool.
What would we do with a drunken sailor? What would we do with a drunken sailor?
Why are we...
What would
Hey!
we do with a drunken...
Chill. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Yo! Okay! That was a good video. I like that. Albie, your videos always... Fucking microphone. Fuck you, you fucker. Sorry. Help! Help. I'm overstimulated. There's too much going on. Help. Albie, I always love your videos. They always get me thinking. I love that. I love that shit. I love that shit. Referring to Tolkien, he definitely understood the emotional power of a good whole. Oh, they're not making fun. Oh, they're serious. Oh, this comment is serious. He was a World War I vet. The trenches were the best place to be on the battlefield, while simultaneously being the worst place to be on the surface of the earth. Oh. No, baloney. It's not like that. It's not that kind of hole. It's war. It's not that kind of hole. I know. I thought maybe it could be, but it's not. In an age of AI slop being pumped out like factory billowing smoke into the sky, the phrase "the hand still matters" hits remarkably hard. True. Yeah, AI is just gonna turn us all into fucking... The hole in the ring. Did you guys know that the ring actually like changes shape? Like, I mean, you can kind of see it in the films at certain points, but like the ring actually like changes shape. And I'm just wondering if anybody ever tried to put it in the ring. If they tried to... I'm just wondering... You know what? Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Just... wrong hole. Wrong hole. Okay, wrong hole. Wrong hole, baloney. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It magically fits to the user? Yo. But what if you don't have a pee-pee? Can I finger the ring? If it changes size on its own, I'm not risking it. Wait, you might be right there, Albie. What if you put it in and then, like, it shrunk? Oh, God. And then, like, it cut off the blood flow and then your pee-pee would fall off. That's not a very good time. That's not a very good time. You know, but that's what you get for trying to fuck the One Ring, I guess, so. Guys, don't fuck the ring. You know Gollum fucked the ring, right? Like, you know that motherfucker got freaky with it, okay? Just gotta get it warm and read the magic words. Stop. God damn it. Fucking true. Fucking true, baloney. God damn it. I love you guys. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I feel like this week went by so fast. So fast. All right, let me set up. Thank you again, Albie, for the wonderful recommendations that you always have. Okay, here's what we're going to do next. Actually... Jarvis, just stop the music. Stop the music. I'm sorry. Let me get some chill tunes pulled up here, okay? We are going to do More Than Two. We're going to do a chapter of More Than Two, y'all. Hell yeah. Get ready for that shit. Get ready for that shit. So we're gonna turn on the little tunes here. Get the tunes going. Probably turn it down just a little bit. Turn it down just a bit. Okay, I I think that's good, right? That's, yeah. Okay, cuties, we are going to do more than two. Okay? This is the book we've been reading through together. Here it is, more than two, period. Okay, we stand. Great book. Love reading through it with y'all. We are on chapter 18. Can you believe it? Chapter 18. Look how far we've come. Yep, come. So, guys, look how much we've done. We've done this much, and this is how much we have left. Can you fucking believe that? Like, that's actually crazy. Like, look how far we've come. And we just a little bit left there. You know what I'm saying? Holy. So, here's what we're getting into. Okay? Mono-polyam relationships. Okay? Polyamorous, monogamous relationships. I'm gonna start with the quote here. Surely the most ubiquitous understanding of love is love hurts. Loving never hurts. It's wanting others to be different from how they are and not getting what you want that we find so painful. Wanting others to be different from how they are and not getting what you want. And that hurts, right? When you have maybe expectations for someone, or you think someone is a certain way and then that doesn't work out. It's frustrating, right? You get mad, maybe you get a little frustrated and mad, okay? So, in transition to that, welcome back, Fried Chuck, welcome back. Help, I'm monogamous and I've fallen for someone who's polyamorous. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it all highlighted? Help! Help, I've fallen for a polyam queen. What do now? Okay, so this page assumes that you are in a, did this page just assume? Did this page just assume? Hello? That you are in a traditional monogamous relationship and your partner has just told you he or she is polyam. Or that you're a monogamous person considering starting a new relationship with someone who's polyam. We'll go over the polyam talking to monogamous partner here first. I want to do the monogamous help, I've fallen for V's and can't get up. Stop, baloney, you're on fire today. You stop that. You stop that, cutie. Thieves like thieves because I stole your heart. Send this article to the poly couple. Ooh, got him. Fucking got him, Albie. God damn. Fucking got him. So this is gonna be from a monogamous perspective, okay? And I know that most of my audience is monogamous. Most, a lot of people are, and we stand that, we support that, okay? So I'm kind of coming at it from that side of things, just so maybe it's a little more relatable, Okay, so do a little RP, okay? This is like RP. My lover just told me he or she wants other lovers. Now what? What do now? What do now? For starters, it's not what you think. It's not necessarily the we should see other people speech. And it doesn't necessarily mean the end of your relationship. I feel like in media, this is portrayed, coming to someone and saying you want to open your relationship is often portrayed as, oh, well, that person has already checked out of your relationship and you should just leave immediately. A lot of the times that is the case, okay? It is them not wanting to be with you anymore, unfortunately. But sometimes that's not the case, okay? And you have to figure out what's going on in your specific situation. So, if your partner says that he or she wants other partners, your first impulse may be to feel attacked or rejected. And if the time comes when your partner does take another partner, you may feel that person is attacking you simply by existing. Take a deep breath, relax, and try to let go of it. Okay, this is not easy though. Okay? If you are a monogamous person and you are thinking you want to try a relationship with a polyam person, go for it. But it's not always gonna work, okay? Like, monogamy and polyamory are two very different things. They're two very different lifestyles. And it doesn't work a lot of the time. Sometimes it does, okay? And it's just important to communicate. your partner is not necessarily attacking you, and your partner's other partner is not necessarily attacking you. It's important not to respond angrily, but to try to make a relationship that works for all of you. Again, so much easier to say than to do, okay? Having said that, any relationship in which people involved have different goals and expectations will not be an easy relationship. True, okay? Making any relationship work requires a dedication of time and effort, and there are never any guarantees. A relationship in which one partner is monogamous by nature and the other partner is not is particularly difficult and fraught with peril. Now let me tell you guys a little story, okay? And I've asked Evil if he minds if I talk about, you know, him and I's relationship on stream. He said it's fine, so here we go. So Evil definitely comes more on the side of monogamish, is what he likes to say. Monogamish, right? Like monogamish. And when we first started dating, you know, I was actively polyamorous. I had been out for like a year. I was living a polyamorous lifestyle, and I was very, you know, upfront about that with him. And it took some work. It took some work to get to some off and on, to get to the point of like, is this going to be feasible for both of us, you know, if we want to make it long term, because we really fucking like each other and love each other and we want to be together, but also we want to use our brains and not get ourselves in a situation that's just going to cause nothing but like a spiral of pain, right? Like nobody fucking wants that. And so it was just about working together and communicating, you know, discussing boundaries, discussing feelings, like how does this make you feel, this, you know, like, and just talking through it and really working for it. And, you know, like, lo and behold, here we are fucking almost 10 years later, just as in love as we've ever been. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just crazy. It's crazy how many years have gone by, but I still feel so much love, you know, it still feels so fresh. Like I still have such a crush on him, you know what I mean? And I think a big part of that is because I get to be completely myself in this relationship, and so does he. And that's why it fucking works. You know what I mean? Like, nobody should feel suppressed by the relationship that they're in, especially if you're going like long-term, moving in together type shit, like Evil and I are, right? We're nesting partners. Like, we live together, we make a little life together, we pay bills together, these type of things. You know, you want it to be with someone who you can fucking laugh with at the end of the day, right? And there it is. It won't always be easy. You will need to compromise. So will your partner. This may especially be true of the monogamous partner, who will have to learn and adapt to a completely new way to approach romantic relationships that might seem to fly in the face of everything you understand about the way love is supposed to work. Okay, and it does. And it makes you address your jealousy in a way that you've never had to address your jealousy before. And ultimately, that's for the best, okay? I mean, I went through this when I was just starting out polyam and figuring things out, you know, and seeing, I mean, okay, this is my toxic ex. Obviously, I didn't think he was toxic at the time I was with him. And, you know, seeing him go on a date with another partner, like, I felt that compersion. Remember that word, compersion? I felt the compersion, you know, the happiness for him going out on a date, but I also felt, you know, a little jealousy. And one thing that really worked for me is like looking inward and asking myself, like, why are you feeling this jealousy? Like, why are you feeling insecure? And it really made me work on my relationship with myself. You know what I mean? Even though that guy ended up being a total piece of fucking work and it did not work out, I still learned so much from that relationship about myself and about what I want and about how I want to live my life, you know, and I wouldn't change that for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means everything. Because the more you face your, even if you're in just a monogamous relationship, you need to address your insecurity and jealousy, because all that's gonna do is like eat you from the inside out, and it's not gonna make you a good person. The more you let that insecurity and jealousy seed into your brain, you know? Even if it's just like, I've seen couples before, like the guy is fucking mad that she's going out with her girlfriends just to hang out. And it's just like, you're so insecure that your girl can't even go hang with her girlfriends without you fucking throwing a fit. Like, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't stand that shit. Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. This does not mean that your relationship is failing. It's not wrong, bad, or irrational for you to feel this way. True. It's not wrong, but you have to address it. It simply means that your partner will have to take the time to pay special attention to your needs and feelings. That's all. Yeah, it's important to communicate about it. It also means, though, that your own ideas about relationships, your own fears and insecurities, and your own doubts will probably be brought to the surface, and you'll likely be asked to confront these ideas, doubts, and insecurities. And this is where we lose most people, right? This right here is where we lose most people, because it gets real, and those insecurities and doubts come to the surface, and it's much easier to just run away, right? Much easier to just run away than it is to confront and defeat them. And if you do, your relationship will be improved. And that's not only your romantic all your relationships, your relationship with yourself, your relationships with your families. Like when I was with my toxic ex, Friar, okay, you stay safe too, queen. Adore ya. When I was with my toxic ex, it was just like every day was a new thing I seem to be learning about myself. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, here's another one that's hard to get your head around. It's not about you. What? You telling me it's not about me? No weighing. It's natural to think, why am I not enough? But if your partner is polyamorous, it's not about you. You could be absolutely perfect in every way, and your partner would still be polyamorous. There it is, okay? A lot of men think, oh, I can fix her, right? I can fix her. I can get her to stop being polyamorous. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking dumb. Shut the fuck up. In my mind, being polyamorous is kind of in a sense like being on a gay spectrum, in a sense of like, I don't feel like I have there's a choice there. Okay, like I don't actively make a choice to want to be polyamorous. I feel like it's just coded into my brain the same way monogamy is for a lot of people. Okay, like I don't want anything to do with monogamy. Like it's not for me, but I totally respect it. But it's just not for me. This is no picnic for your polyamorous partner either. As the polyam person, you'll be called on to help your partner feel safe and secure. This may mean you must move more slowly in your new relationships than you want to. I've always come from the side of being radically polyam, like doing like when Evil and I first started dating, I did not back off. Like, okay, when Evil and I first started dating, let's see, I was also seeing a couple at the same time, and it's not like I stopped seeing them just because I started seeing Evil, you know what I mean? Like, it's I think that backing off too much isn't healthy for you as a polyam person. When you start dating someone who's monogamous, I think it's important to be very upfront about how you live your life and how you want to live your life, just so that the other person is on the fucking same page as you. Like, don't sugarcoat it, you know, because then it makes it harder to swallow later down the line when you're like, oh, like, okay, I finally want to start moving how I want to move, and then it's a problem, right? It may mean that you must give up relationships that your partner finds threatening. I mean, that's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. That's a really slippery slope. But there are, you know, scenarios where I would get that. Like, oh, that guy seems fucking creepy. Maybe you shouldn't date him. I get it. But like, if it's just like, hey, I'm feeling insecure, I want you to break up with your partner, other partners. No. That's not how that works. That's not fair to anybody. Okay, the world doesn't revolve around that. It may mean that you must negotiate boundaries that are narrower than you might otherwise want. Be careful with that too, though. Be careful with that too. You know, men always have a little bit harder time. Okay, here's the thing about guys, right? Here's the thing about men. This is my experience anyway. A lot of time, they say they're cool with being open, right? But men are conditioned from a very young age to see other men as more of like kind of a threat, and women not so much. So a lot of time what I see is a couple will like try to open up, and you know, the girl wants to date other girls, and that's fine, right? But like when she wants to go on a date with another guy, that's when the guy really starts to feel threatened, because in his mind, he doesn't see those other women as an actual threat, versus if it's a guy she's going out with, he will. And that's toxic too, and that requires the guy in question to work upon himself and figure out why he isn't seeing women in the same equal way as men. Basically, right? Like if you're feeling threatened by men, you better see everyone as a threat if you're seeing threats. Okay, yeah, exactly, Albie. Write that down, okay? This is where it gets tricky, though, is in doing these things while still being compassionate, respectful to any new person who may join your relationship. Often, the temptation exists to create rules and set boundaries that will protect the existing relationship, even at the expense of other members of the relationship, particularly when it's all theoretical and nobody else involved yet. This ability to compromise and to negotiate a set of agreements that both people can function in is absolutely critical if you want to make this work. Yes, you got to find something that works for both of you. Or if you are in love and you want to make it work, you know, you just got to find boundaries that work for everybody. And how much work, you know, are you willing to do to make it work? Does that make sense? Equally critical is a commitment to follow through on the things that you say you will do. This is something I am such a thing. Like, do not tell me, show me. Words, I don't care. Actions, love that. We love action, okay? We love action. Words or whatever, we love action. And abide by the negotiated agreements in your relationship completely and without fail. A relationship where the people involved have different expectations is already under stress. Even seemingly trivial infractions can easily be magnified to the point where they jeopardize everything you wish to build together. Remember though, when you're building these rules, any new person becoming involved with one of you is a human being too. Yes. A new person is going to bring needs and desires of their own. Respect them. Consider the needs of everyone involved. Yep. You gotta think about it. And it's an ever-changing, flowing thing. You know, like trying to set concrete boundaries and rules that are not flexible at all. I would much more so recommend doing some elven architecture boundaries that can sway in the wind a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Do you get it? It may not seem obvious why this is necessary, but it is, only for the sake of that person. Not only for the sake of that person, but for your own as well. Actions can be regulated, but feelings and emotions are a bit trickier and can't be controlled or dictated arbitrarily. If you agree to let your partner explore a new relationship, there's a very real chance that your partner will become emotionally involved with a new partner. And at that point, asking your partner to change or end that relationship is likely to hurt your partner. Think carefully before you do this and understand that hurting your partner may have consequences in your relationship. And relax. It does get easier over time. True. Security is learned. Okay? Might seem really scary, and then you go do it, and maybe your partner goes on another date, has a great time, and you're all fine, and everything's fine, and next thing you know, you're doing it. And it's fine. As your relationship progresses, you'll find it easier and easier to feel safe with your partner and to build a foundation that can make both of you happy. And that's where fucking trust comes in a big way. If you don't trust your partner, I don't care what kind of relationship you're in, monogamous, polyamorous, anything and everything in between. If you don't trust your partner, nothing's gonna work. If you're always second guessing them and you have no trust for them, then what are you doing? I trust evil with my life, with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust that man with anything and everything. 100%. And that's why it works. We trust each other, you know? There are, however, some mental roadblocks you'll need to get past before you can be happy this way. Sorry, guys. The first and biggest is in thinking your lover's polyamory has something to do with you, that you are insufficient or not enough. But why? I don't get it. Why am I not enough? If you are wired for monogamy, this can be a difficult thing to understand, and that's why it doesn't always work out, okay? And you shouldn't try to convert a monogamous person. You shouldn't try to force them into anything they're uncomfortable with. You know, like, if someone's monogamous, you need to respect that. And if someone's polyamorous, you need to respect that. It's just like being gay. Just gotta respect that. Gots to. It's helpful to keep in mind that it really isn't about you. Imagine. It's not because you don't have enough to offer. It's not because you don't meet your lover's needs. It's not because your partner doesn't love you, or because your partner is selfish, or because you don't satisfy your partner, or because you aren't good enough. Many people seem to be naturally inclined to need only one person in their life. And that's fine. Such people experience a drive to seek out romantic companionship, but once they have found that romantic companionship, that drive disappears. Okay, I've seen it described this way. Okay, polyamorous people. So there's a switch in your brain that's supposed to go off, right? When you meet a nesting partner and settle down and you get serious about a relationship, there's a switch that's supposed to shut off that turns off that drive, right? Polyamorous people don't have that switch. And that's how I've heard it described before. I thought that was pretty alright. It's as if the need to seek out intimacy is switched off. The drive is satisfied and the person is content to settle down with his or her partner. For other people, this is not the case. People who are polyam by nature experience the same drive to seek out intimacy and romantic relationships, but once such a person has found a partner, openness to new relationships doesn't switch off. Now, can it go up and down? Sure. Like, has your girl gone on a date with someone new in a while? No, I really haven't. I was actually just thinking last night about possibly downloading Bumble again, but the thing is, guys, I don't even have time for fucking, like, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go out. It's so hard. My back hurts a lot. It's really hard to meet. Let's be real. Let's meet girls. And my last girlfriend I had, it didn't work out because she was a couple years younger and she was still kind of like in her party moment, which I totally get, but like I just couldn't keep up with her. She was like definitely like in her party phase and I just couldn't keep up with it, and you know, we just agreed to end on fine terms. You know, I'm still friends with her on Facebook or whatever, like it's all groovy. But yeah, I just, like, I don't know. It's not that I don't want that. It's just that I fucking don't have the energy for it. You know, I don't have the energy to get up and go on a date. And plus, like, I don't know, I'm really shy now because I have to use my cane so much more. And I'm still getting comfortable with using the cane in public. And I just feel like rolling up to a date with a cane, I just don't feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure I'll get more comfortable with it, but we'll see. So this is what many polyam folk mean when they say having one lover does not meet all my needs. It's not a way of saying that a polyam person expects to have every need, no matter how trivial or transient, satisfied at once. Rather, it's a way of saying that the need is completely satisfied when a monogamous person finds a lover, is not satisfied when a polyamorous person finds a partner. I don't know if I would use the word satisfied. It's more just like, for me at least, I really should only speak for myself. I don't ever want to close myself off to like having new experiences with people. You know, that's not something I'm interested in, closing myself off like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Put simply, monogamous people can be happy sharing their lives with one and only one other person. Polyamorous people cannot. It's not necessarily a choice. Ooh. I don't believe polyamorous people choose to be polyam any more than monogamous people choose to be monogamous. I fully agree with that. I know that I did not make this decision. It's simply part of who I am, and for better or worse, I cannot be happy with only one person in my romantic life. My wife can be. Neither of us is right or wrong. What? Wife haver? Wife haver. Cringe. Rude. I'm just jealous. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you having a wife. It's just that I'm jealous. When's it my time? When's it my turn? IDK about fully satisfied. Maybe it's just enough, even not 100% satisfied. Well, and then we get into the whole thing of like, should you be looking to someone else? Should you be looking to one person to satisfy you? Or do you need to work on maybe satisfying yourself? You know, like looking to other people to satisfy your needs. I've never really been into that. I think it's more important to work on yourself. Satisfy as many needs for yourself as you can. Neither of us is right or wrong. We're simply different, and we must acknowledge and accommodate those differences in order to be successful together. If your partner is polyamorous by nature, then your partner's desire to have additional romantic partners is not your fault. Okay? It does not mean that he or she does not love you. It just means you have different drives and different needs. Okay, we're getting into this shit. It's important to realize that not everybody who claims to be polyamorous is polyamorous. Now listen, I have seen the worst side of polyamory, okay? I lived in a goddamn hippie house, right? I lived in a goddamn hippie house in Sacramento with a bunch of polyamorous people. Okay, no, it was just people that wanted to like have drum orgy circles at 4 a.m. when I have to work the next day, and they were all just fucking. And they don't care. They don't care. Okay, and there was my toxic partners, my toxic ex's fucking friends, and they're just the worst people. Like, they literally don't care. They don't care about STD health, sexual health. They don't care about emotion, like feelings, like hurting people's feelings, hurting each other's feelings. Like, it was not it. It was not it. They just wanted to fuck. And it was not it. The world is not composed entirely of fair, ethical, and honest people. There are people who are selfish and who see the word polyamory as a way to justify sleeping with anyone they choose without consequence. And I hate that so much. Making us all fucking look bad. Okay, you're making us all fucking look bad, you dirtbags, like skeezy motherfuckers. Such people can usually be spotted fairly easily. Yeah, my ex would fucking, oh, it's just polyamory, babe. You just gotta fucking go with it. It's like, no, you can still cheat in polyamory. And he was like, no, you can't. You can't cheat in polyamory. And I'm like, I've talked to polyamorous people, and I'm like, you could still definitely cheat in polyamory. And he was just like, no, and just sleep with whoever he wants. Fucking. Piss me right off. You know, fam? So here's how to spot these people. They cheat. They lie. But honey, I'm polyamorous. Fuck you. This is triggering me. They do not remain within negotiated boundaries. Oh my God, so true. Okay. A person who has cheated on you in the past and then when caught offers up the excuse, but honey, I'm polyamorous, probably isn't. Cheating and polyamory are not the same. A successful polyamorous relationship rests on a bedrock of trust, compassion, and love. People who are prone to betraying their lovers don't generally make good polyam people. They lie. Again, a successful or polyam relationship requires a commitment to trust and integrity. Gotta get that integrity. Security comes from the knowledge that your partner loves you and respects you and can be counted on to treat your needs and feelings with deference and compassion. You cannot feel secure if you cannot trust your partner. Period. In any relationship. Okay? In any relationship. That's not just a polyam thing. And like, what about yourself? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself? Really think about it. Do you? Do you trust yourself? They do not remain within negotiated boundaries. It's important that anyone in any relationship do this. A person who violates the rules of a relationship does not make a good relationship partner. Any relationship, even casual, exists within a framework of parameters that allow the people involved to feel that they can know what to expect. It is especially true of romantic relationships and absolutely critical of romantic relationships between someone who is polyam and someone who is monogamous. I cannot stress this enough. A relationship between someone who is monogamous and someone who is polyamorous requires compromises on both sides. It's not always easy. It's not always gonna work, okay? You gotta really dig in. And if you really love the person and you guys both really wanna make it work, you can. You absolutely positively must be willing to remain within the parameters you negotiate and follow through on the things you say you will do. Without this, the fundamental trust that is a prerequisite to the success of the relationship is broken. Broken. They don't consider your needs. Red flag. The monogamous partner in a polyamorous relationship faces a considerable challenge. It is vital that the polyam person do everything possible to reassure the monogamous person of his or her love, support, and understanding. It is natural and reasonable to expect someone in this person to feel insecure and frightened from time to time. These feelings are completely reasonable. Your need for comfort and understanding is very important. True. I mean, you can be caring and supportive while continuing to do your own thing. But again, as a polyam person, do not make the mistake of backing off too much. Because then when you try to open up again, I've seen it not work. I've seen it not work in other relationships. You know, they try to like close off and just like do them for a little bit and then they try to open up again. I don't think I've ever seen it successfully work. I can handle the physical stuff as long as my partner loves me the most. How do I do that? You can't. In fact, you may do tremendous damage to your relationship if you try. Okay, so I think I can give this a try. There's no trying in a polyam relationship. If you wait until your lover's heart is on the line, then change your mind, you run a very real risk of losing your partner. You gotta be sure of what you want, as sure as you can be. You know, like obviously that changes sometimes, but really try to lock it down. Trying a polyam relationship assumes that if the relationship doesn't work out, you can go back to the way things used to be. But relationships are fluid, dynamic things. There is no way, once you have introduced any significant change in a relationship, to make things be the way they were before. Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna be on the final, guys. Write this down. Write this down right now. Write it down. I better see you cuties taking notes out there. That's a vital thing right there. Yeah, thank you, Jazzy. Thank you. A+. That's my star student right there. Jazzy / me gives you a gold star. Right on your cute little face. Put a little gold star on you. Yep. Even if you do close your relationship and become monogamous again, it won't be the same. You and your partner will have had experiences that will almost certainly change the way you relate to one another forever. Not the homework. Hey. Here's your homework, guys. I want you to look in the mirror. Listen. You want homework? I'll give you homework. Your homework is, I want you to go look in a mirror and I want you to tell yourself that you love yourself. I bet you can't do it. I bet you can't do it. I bet you won't do it. No balls. No balls. You won't. Go in the mirror, look at yourself, tell yourself you love yourself. Be like, I love you. Do it. You won't. No balls. No balls. In fact, just by having the discussion about polyamory, you may change your relationship. Even if you remain monogamous for no other reason, then you may learn things about your partner that you didn't know before. Change doesn't have to be scary. Often these changes can be healthy and positive. But there's no denying that if you decide to begin a polyamorous relationship with your lover, things aren't going to be the same again. You will not be able to press a button and erase everything that happens from that point on. My partner has cheated on me. Can we make a polyam relationship work? Okay, the author says it's possible, but here's what I'm gonna say. In my experience, both personal and seeing friends go through things, once you have broken that fundamental, just basic trust, no. I've never seen it work. I've never seen it work. Once that fundamental core ground trust is broken, it's over. I mean, how can you ever really trust them again? You know? I mean, it would take so much work. I don't know. Like, once that foundation of trust is gone, like, it's just gone. There's no bringing that back ever. You know what I mean? Is it possible? Yes, though it requires a lot of work. Human beings are highly adaptable, and there's no way to predict what might act as a catalyst for growth. True. If someone is polyamorous by nature but doesn't know that he's polyamorous, he may cheat because he simply lacks any kind of frame of reference for ethical non-monogamy and may not even be aware that such a possibility exists. Okay. Listen. True. True to a point. True to a point. I would really encourage you to look around before you cheat and try to find out what's going on with your feelings before you cheat. You know what I mean? I get it. It's fucking hard. You being brought up in a monogamous cultured world, thinking you want something different, but not thinking it's possible, thinking you have to sneak for it. You don't. Okay? And don't hurt people like that. Don't hurt people like that. Okay? But people cheat for a wide variety of reasons, most of them having little to do with being polyamorous. People may cheat because they like the excitement of an illicit thrill, for example, or because they want to be able to experience multiple sexual relationships but can't stand the thought of their partners having the same experiences. I hate that. That is such a trigger for me, like in the polyam world. And just like in the monogamous world too, like, oh, I'm gonna go do something, but then if you do it, like, that's not okay. Like, do as I say, not as I do. Oh my God. Shit triggers me. It's often easier to justify violating the principles of something you have always believed than it is to challenge those beliefs and question whether or not they are valid at all. Many people who cheat do not really question the value of monogamy. They may find ways to rationalize or justify their own behavior, but they will still believe that monogamy is right. Sometimes people will even blame their partners for their cheating. Well, if my partner was more, then I wouldn't need to cheat. Shut the fuck up. Listen. If you cheat, you need to... Listen, if you cheat, the best thing you can do is just come out with it. You need to tell everyone. You need to tell your partner. You need to tell your friends. Like, you need to be incredibly transparent with how badly you fucked up. Okay? But like, that's the key, is you have to be real about it. You know, you just have to be real about it. About the fact that you fucked up. These kinds of things. Okay? Such people still hold to the ideal of monogamy. And more important, they still want their partners to be faithful. Such a person is not likely to make the leap from cheating to polyamory. Like many things, it all comes down to the reasons why someone cheats. A cheater who cheats because he feels compelled to seek out... Wait, Crexos, have I said hi to you yet? Hi, Crexos. I think I did. I said King Crexos way earlier in the stream. I'm sorry. I got excited to see you in chat. I'm sorry. He's capping. A cheater who cheats because he feels compelled to seek out or maintain multiple romantic, loving relationships quite possibly can make the leap to polyamory if he can learn honesty and unlearn the structures of monogamy, and if he can learn to treat his partners with compassion and respect. Imagine. The advantage that cheating offers that polyamory does not is that you do not have to consider the feelings of your partner when you cheat. Oof. I mean, you should be. If you're going to cheat, you should at least consider your partner, right? I mean, I guess that's the whole point of cheating, is you just doing what you want. So, I don't know. In a polyam relationship, there may be circumstances where you don't get what you want. Making the transition from cheating to polyamory requires a lot of work. You have to deconstruct the ideas that you were raised to believe and build a new set of structures that allows you to have outside relationships while still preserving honesty and trust. But see, that trust is... And you have to do this from a foundation of broken trust to begin with. Exactly. All in all, it's not the easiest way to construct a polyamorous relationship. Can it be done? Sure. Provided all people, including the partner who was cheated on, choose to make it work and are willing to invest the effort it takes to do so. Is it easy? No. Negotiated boundaries. What does that mean? What does that mean? Put most simply, it means that you have a say in what your lover does, even if your lover wants other partners. Being polyam does not mean that your lover gets to run around having sex with all kinds of other people. Please, write that down. Okay? That is something, I've been accused of. Someone, oh, you must be a slut. You must fucking go fuck everybody. And it's just bro, I'm at home, in bed. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Just shut the fuck up. Literally shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Did I have a slutty phase? Sure. I'm a retired hoe, okay? Your girl's tired and retired, all right? You have a say. If you are to survive as a monogamous person in a non-monogamous relationship, it's very important for the health of the relationship and for your own psychological well-being that you feel empowered in that relationship. You can and do have a voice in your partner's behavior. You can and should have a say in the form your relationship takes. True. You wish you were a slut, but you literally can't. Oh, the aromantic debuff. Oh no. Oh no. Honestly, Albie, it's fun to have a slutty phase, but there's also a lot of risks in it. If nothing else, just consider this. You're not putting yourself at risk for any kind of STDs or anything, right? Your girl is lucky she made it out of her slutty phase without any kind of STD pregnancy type scenario, because I made some very poor decisions that I would never recommend to anybody. Okay? Stay safe, kids. Wear a condom, you know? Stay in drugs, do school. Type shit. Talk to your partner. Yes. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Make your concerns known. You are being asked to compromise some elements of what you want from a relationship. There's no reason why that compromise has to be one-sided. Whatever the specifics of the agreement you wish to establish, the important aspect is that you have created a framework with your partner that helps establish your place in your partner's life in a way that gives both of you what you need. Many people in the polyam community will tell you that love is infinite. If you love someone else, you do not love your first partner any less. Love may be infinite, at least in theory, but time and resources are not. True. This is a gotcha that can get even well-meaning people who are experienced with non-monogamous relationships. It's true that sharing your love with one person does not mean that there is less love available to you, but it does mean that there is less time available for you. True, that's a very valid point, actually. For that reason, learning yourself well enough to know what exactly it is you need from your relationship, how much time, how much attention, and learning how to communicate your needs clearly and unambiguously to your partner are two of the most important relationship skills you can have. Honestly, in any relationship. I don't know why this has to be specifically a polyam thing. Guys, relationship advice. Learn how to communicate your needs clearly and unambiguously, and know yourself well enough to know what it is you need and want from a relationship. Jazzy, my star pupil, writing that down. Another gold star for you. Jazzy's at 2 gold stars, by the way, guys. 2 gold stars for my wifey. That's right. That's right. So once I know what I need and my partner knows what he or she needs, we're set, right? No. No, bro. You're partway there. But there's one more key part of the equation that is easy to overlook. You have to consider the needs of other people involved as well. What? It's easy to think of your partner's other partners as your adversaries, people who compete with you for time and energy from your partner. This impulse, as natural and understandable as it may be, is very likely to fuck things up, but good. Your happiness and the happiness of your partner and your partner's other partners are all interrelated. Establishing a healthy friendship with your partner's other partners is a key component to being happy yourself. Now, I 100% agree with this. Now, some people in the polyam world have like, you know, don't ask, don't tell type shit, where they literally don't want to know. Me, I could never. I have to know everything. I'm a nosy little bitch. Okay, I want to know everything because I'm so excited and happy, and I want to know. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. Like, I want to know what's going on. And I love the compersion aspect of, you know, like, this is my partner's other partner. Like, I want to be friends with them. You know, I want to get to know them. And a lot of the time, you know what you're going to find out is you have a lot in common with them because your partner probably has a type. And who knows? Like, maybe that's a really good friend for you. You know, you never know. If you allow your relationship with your partner's other partners to become adversarial, you're most likely to hurt yourself and to hurt them. It is possible to maintain a healthy set of relationships if you don't like your lover's other lovers, but it's much more difficult. And even if you can't make friends with them, it's still necessary to treat them with respect. Yes. Your partner's partners are human beings too. They have feelings and they deserve to be treated with compassion and respect. More to the point, they can enrich your life. Even if you do not establish any kind of romantic relationship with your partner's partners, they clearly have something to offer to your partner. These relationships have the potential to make your partner happy, and by extension, to make you happy. When your partner is happy, your relationship with your partner benefits. The one lesson here I think is more important than any of the others is this. The best way to make a monopoly relationship work is to find a way to make it work for you. True. There's no set framework for this shit, guys. You got to do what works for you and the people in your life. You got to just vibe with it, you know, and stay ready and able to change and be flexible. I think that's so important in life, is learning to be flexible. Things are going to go a certain way sometimes, okay? And it's not going to be fun. But it's important to, like, be able to bend with the wind a little bit, you know? How's my bangs? No, I don't mean going out and finding another partner yourself. I mean finding a way to be happy in a polyamorous relationship and discovering ways to build healthy, positive connections between yourself and your partner's other partners. This doesn't mean romantic relationships, but simply any kind of relationship that is positive and brings you happiness. The more successfully you do this, the more successful and happy your relationship with your partner will be, and the fewer stresses and strains you'll encounter. Don't assume that the relationship between you and your partner's other partner must be adversarial. The second most important lesson here, don't break your lover's heart. If you break your lover's heart, you can reasonably expect it to have consequences. And one way to do that is to agree to a situation that allows your lover to become emotionally intimate with another, then hurt that person, or worse yet, order, beg, or manipulate your lover into withdrawing from that person. That's so toxic, holy shit. Kindness, compassion, and respect, even toward your lover's other partner, even if you're feeling jealous or angry or insecure or frightened, will help prevent this from happening and are positive and beneficial parts of any relationship. Okay? Make no mistake about it. Polyam mono relationships are challenging. Everybody has limits, which, if crossed, make happiness impossible. Many people in the poly community advise others to steer clear of having a monogamous partner. Having a partner whose fundamental wants and needs from a relationship differ from yours is extremely painful, not only to you and to that person, but to anyone else who becomes involved with you as well. Polyam monocouplings are a very common form of polyamorous relationships, but they were also very difficult. Are you guys gonna fight evil for me? Are you feeling very adversarial against evil? Do you think you guys could fight him for me? I don't know. Evil goes barbarian. You know, it's barbarian mode in the games. Evil smash. Evil smash. Love, of and by itself, is not necessarily enough. Love does not always triumph over all. True. There may be many reasons that a relationship simply cannot work, in spite of how much the people involved love one another. Everyone has limits of some kind. No matter how much you may love someone, there are things that can make you leave the relationship. You cannot be anyone other than who you are. To thine own self be true. Ultimately, you do have to honor your own beliefs. And when it comes to crossing your own non-negotiable boundaries, you do not have a choice. You cannot be happy if your non-negotiable needs are not met. The question is not, is it fair that my partner must have other partners? The question is my need to be monogamous a non-negotiable prerequisite for my own happiness? If you are debating whether or not you can exist in a polyamorous relationship, that will tell you the answer. If you are not happy in your relationship, you're not going to make your partner happy. And that's what it is here, right? Like, if you're not happy with yourself, just your life in general, you're not going to be happy in a relationship either. You're just not. And that goes for any type of relationship. Family, friends, relationship with yourself. What do I say? Guys, what's the most important relationship you have in life? The one you have with yourself. That's right. So at the end of the chapters here, pizza. Okay, I respect that. Okay, Albie, you go, King. You get that pizza. We listen and we don't judge. What are you doing to the pizza, though? Albie, what are you doing to that pizza? Hey, yo. So at the end of the chapter, they have some questions. Okay. Oh, here's a question. Okay. Why do I identify as monogamous? Is it because I only want one partner for myself, or because I want my partner to be only with me? Or is it both? Whoa. Think about it for a second. Whoa. Am I prepared to face uncomfortable feelings, such as jealousy, insecurity, and fear about my partner's loyalty, and to put in the work required to overcome them? Okay, think about it. You can't imagine more than one person wanting to date you. Well, I mean, you're dating all of us, so like, hello? Do we not? Are you saying we don't count anymore, Baloney? Wow. Guys, I think Baloney's breaking up with us. Guys, I think Baloney's breaking up with us. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. Where's another good question? Oh, am I prepared to give my... Okay, if you're the poly partner... Wait. Okay. Do I enjoy time to myself or without my partner? Do I have hobbies I enjoy alone or with others in a social life that does not rely on my partner? Listen, you should never, monogamous or not, you should never be looking to one person to solve all your problems, be all your comforts and everything. You gotta... The best thing you could do is focus on you. Okay? Sure, it's great to be comforted by our partner sometimes, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's so important to be able to do that for yourself. You know what I mean? To be able to be there for yourself and fucking... Yeah, it's just so important, guys. Being cool with yourself is super important. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not cool with you, I don't know if it's going to work, you know? I don't know if it's going to work. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you guys judge your relationship with yourselves? Imagine speaking in sync with your girl, wearing matching outfits, matching hair. I'm okay. I'm me, and I want them to be them. I don't want to be twinsies. 8.5. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm so proud of you guys. Oh my God, 9, 5, 6. Albie. No, not like this, man. We gotta help get Albie up. We gotta wait. That sounded. I mean, like his numbers. We gotta help Albie get his numbers up. Not. It's okay. Don't, huh? Smile. Don't smile. Oh, cuties. Listen, so like I said, bit of a shorter stream today, I think. Oh, my earpiece keeps falling out. Here's what we're gonna do, you little smilers. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna smile back. How about them apples? Yeah, you like that? Oh, I want to chat. Yeah, you like that? You like that smile? That's right. That's right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raid Burn. We're gonna raid Burn so hard right now. We're gonna raid Burn so hard. Let me get the, where's our goodbye song? Here it is. Yeah, you guys want to do a cum raid? Huge hard, yeah, okay, do what Baloney did. Do what Baloney did. Huge hard cum raid. Listen, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here for my short little Thursday stream today. I had a really nice time. We vibed, we hung out. Y'all made me blush by complimenting me. We learned a little bit about polyamory. You know, we're just doing our thing. But I adore you guys. Yes, Jazzy. Yes, that's what we're doing. Do that one. Do that one. All right, my loves. I adore you so much. Let me pull up the guy here, you know what I'm saying, so that way I can hear what he says when I rate him. When I rate him. Okay. All right, I got him pulled up. He's doing PD bot. Okay. And then we go /raid berm. Like that. Okay. All right, sweet things. Huge hard cum raid. I adore you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Okay. Okay. Bye, Barbies. Bye, Kens. Bye, cuties.